Hi everyone, it's Nat here. Hope you're all doing well. I'm on with my latest secondhand haul. I decided to hit, I think it was 3 secondhand shops yesterday. Seems like ages ago. I haven't been for a while because I was busy saving for a set of new tyres for my car. Thought I'd better get the important thing out of the way. And then I wanted to save up for an eco tank printer. I have been using an old cheap Canon printer for years and years. It put me through my degree, printing out all these journal pages, thousands of them. And it's been printing my digitals and that up till now very, very well, which has been great. But because I've been printing a little more, it has been costing a bit. And I realised it wasn't going to be efficient or economical at all at this stage. So I decided it would be best to hurry up and get myself an eco tank because it would pay for itself very quickly. So that is what I did. I got myself an ET2820, I think it is, and it is awesome. I absolutely love it. So a lot more economical for me. So that is great. So I thought now that I've done that, I can go and get my fix at the secondhand stores and then behave myself again because I need to save for a new laptop. It's always something. So I will start with the little golden books. At the shop I went to for these, they were 50 cents each, and at that price I can't resist. So I grabbed some of the ones I didn't have, and well, I do have plenty of these, but these are the newer ones. I don't even know if I want to use these ones, but yeah, I don't know. So I grabbed this one anyway. But these are the first edition of these prints. So don't know if that's a good thing or not because these are quite new, these ones with the thicker spines. So I've got Toodle and Tawny Scrawny. And then there are a whole lot of quite old ones. So I've got What's Up in the Attic. Now most of these I don't think I have, and I don't see them very often. So I thought I'd grab them. So this is 1987. That one looks like fun with Bert and Ernie. Richard Scarey's Busiest Firefighters Ever. So they're not in the best condition, these. But as I said, for 50 cents, I rarely see them at that price anymore. So 1993. Pages look all right though. Not too much scribble on them for a change. Cars and Trucks. '76. It's a first edition as well. And I do keep an eye out for first editions for my personal collection here. Soft cover of Lassie and the Daring Rescue. It's been bent, but it looks old on the inside. Reprint 78. Pepper Plays Nurse. It's quite a popular one. Beautiful pictures. 72. Don't think it's got a little letter in there, this one. No. Love the pictures in this one though. Pokey and Friends, The Haunted Tracks. That's a first edition, 2000. Rumpelstiltskin. '86. And then another pokey little puppy. 1970. Yeah, as I said, at 50 cents, I don't mind grabbing copies. So that is those. Then we'll start on this. Which will I start on? I'll show you these few things. I've got a couple of stencils. So this one has butterfly. I like the unicorn and the butterfly and the shell and the lightning. So it's a bit of fun. And then this one, which has princesses and that sort of thing, which I thought would be cool if I ever get around to my princess journal. And I had this. They feel like plastic too. So I can use this backing one as a template if I wanted to for the shapes. Not sure why they're plastic. Anyway, I liked the design, the roses. And then it looks like it's got some paper frames in there as well. Next, might as well do this. Got a little doily just to cut the pieces out of. Bought a dress. It was a little expensive. I think it was $8, and it's just sort of lime greeny yellow colour. Don't know if there's a better name for that colour, but I do love how many flowers it has on it, and I thought that'd be fun and bright to use. So I'll cut that off, and I quite like the underskirt as well. The silky material, so there's a lot of that. So there's a lot to be used in that. There was a tissue box cover, which I thought was very pretty. So, of course, it will now be a journal cover, I would say. It is very pretty though, isn't it? It would just get dirty in my house if I put it on a tissue box. These handkerchiefs, I think they are, or napkins. Do some embroidery on the corners and then use them as tuck spots or something. I like the design in them though. And these all came from this shop that's very cheap. There were 4 of those in the packet. Okay, next there was this pack for 50 cents, which I think is Project Life cards, that sort of thing. They're a bit glossy. Oh, they're like baby ones. So these can be altered. A nice big journal cards. Really? So all I have to do is alter the front. Love this. It was expensive. This was from the Red Cross. $7 it was, and I usually wouldn't spend that on a bit of jewellery for the journals, but I love this one, so I didn't mind so much. I'll definitely use that. Isn't it beautiful with the owl? This thing, if you know its specific purpose, let me know. It's Clover brand. I've seen people use them for pasta, that sort of thing. Yeah. Mark making in your clay. That's, yeah. So I bought it. You could do perforations, I think, in your paper. Let's have a look. Could you? Yes. Oh, yes, that's brilliant. Perforations in your paper. That's what I thought I might try and do with it, and that looks really cool. That's my new fun toy thing now. I got this cord. It's green. I like the colour, so it'd be nice as a closure. I got a buckle. It's just in one of their... It's one of those op shops that just has heaps of these tubs that are full of random junk, and a lot of it is just junk. I don't even know why they have it there. It should be in the rubbish. But if you dig around, sometimes you find treasures. So, and I found this. I thought that's nice and chunky for the front of a journal. There was a bag of bits. This was 50 cents, I think. So a nice wide lace here. For spines and pockets. A narrower lace. Some ribbing. It's a nice colour. And some black lace. Well, that's a nice scalloped lace, that one. Now there were these, which I love. They're metal flowers with brads. I thought they were really nice. I think they were $2 or something, which is fine to pay for those. I think they'll be beautiful on covers. And then there was this loose bag, which has, it looks like a few more of the flowers with brads that have been used, but I can reuse them. And it has another owl, which is wonderful. It might have been, looks like it's been broken, but I can glue that together on a cover and it'll be fine. So that is really cool. I bought these cross-stitch bookmarks. I think it's Ada. Yeah, it's Ada cloth. I thought my daughter might like to do those. So I grabbed them as a little project for her to work on. There was some vintage photo corners. I had heaps of fun using some of my vintage photo corners in the cinch journals that I did previously. These are transparent ones, but they have a white background. But I love the box as well, so I'll reuse the box, or at least these parts of the box. And they're the photo corners. So I grabbed those. A bag of these dye. I think I've grabbed some of these before. I haven't used them yet, so I don't know how good they are. But it's got the instructions, which look pretty vintage. But I assume the dyes will still be good. I thought they'll be great to use. They're nice and cheap. So I'll use them to dye some paper or some doilies or some laces. I think they're fabric dyes. There were these cards, which are vintage needlecraft cards. Oh, wow, they fold out. I didn't know that. Oh, even better. Oh, they're heaps of fun. So they're nice and retro, so probably from the 70s by the looks. Fancy dress hats, and they fold out like that. So I'll have a look, see if there are any ones I want to keep to make, but otherwise these will be great for some journals. They are so cool. So you'd be able to stick down the back or something, or make it as a flip down and then open up. Something like that. Anyway, something fancy. Might be some nice ones to keep. Clapperboard. That sounds weird. So they were a good find. Some jump rings. I'm always hunting around for jump rings, and I have so much bits of jewellery in that, but I tell you what, when I want a specific colour and size of something, do you think I can find it? So I always grab, if they're cheap, little packets of that sort of thing. Some vintage, well, they look vintage, cards and envelopes, which I'm a sucker for. Well, these are lovely though. Looks like we've got some different bits and pieces here. So I think they're just plain, which is great. Love them. Watercolour pictures by the looks. Oh, look at that one. I love these sorts of packs when you get into them and you realise you've got a few different bits and pieces. So these boring envelopes, but that's all right. There's plenty we can do with them. Oh, look at these ones. Are they cards or are they envelopes? They're the cards. Folky, aren't they? Oh, they're scented. They're quite nice too. And cream coloured envelopes to go with. And then a random envelope there. Nice. There was a little photo album. It was not $2.99. Just grabbed that to store stuff. There were 2 packs of these metal tags, which were great. A lot cheaper to buy them in the second-hand shop. And I love these. The only thing I don't like is why does everything have to have little cutesy hearts on it and that these days? That drives me crazy. But anyway, I realised I probably just like cover them over, so that's what I'm planning to do with those. Might even put one in the project I'm doing this month. Oh, I tell you, the hay fever today is bad. Probably shouldn't have opened my windows. Okay. There was this trim, ribbon. They call it ribbon, but it's more like a lace. So it's quite nice. There were these label maker stickers. Must get, if I can, get one of these label makers. But I thought this will have to do for now. Looks like some of them have been used, but that's all right. I'll use all the other ones. Oh, this is really cute, a little applique of a chicken. Couple of dress patterns. Again, I just grabbed these. I have piles, but I grabbed these because they were 50 cents each, which around here it's very rare to get them at that price. They usually start at about $3 now and go upwards. So, and I don't like paying that. That'd have to be real vintage, near antique and in really good condition for me to want to pay that. But yeah, 50 cents I'll grab them if I think I can use some bits and pieces. Quite like the skirts on that one. Okay, now next I will show these. Oh, I'm such a sucker for bird books, as if I don't have enough books, and especially bird ones, but the field guide ones and that I find it really hard to pass up. So this is Birds of the World, the complete illustrated encyclopedia of, and of course it has awesome pictures. It is a bit glossy, but who cares? So this one's 2006. Look at the pictures. And the size of them is great for tags. So there's another one to add to the collection. There was this paper ivory and gold paper flare, Christmas paper pack. Aren't they nice? I thought I'd grab that. And this paper, it looks like it'd be textured because it looks like handmade paper, but it's not. It's really nice. Then there was this. So I think this was $5. And I was looking at it thinking, what is it? It has all this random stuff in it. But then I saw it had some of these little containers in it. And I thought they would be great for me to store some of my crafty bits in. So it's really worth it just for those containers. So I thought I'm going to grab it for that and see what I can do with the rest of the stuff. If you look on the back, it's got instructions here for a flower garden cushion. Now, when I look at that, I don't like it at all. So I won't be making that if that's what it is, which is hard to tell because that doesn't look like the right colour. So we'll get in and we'll have a look anyway. No, I think it's a whole lot of random stuff, which is even better because that's not flower garden cushion stuff. So I think it's just a bag of randomness, which is really, really cool and fun. Where to start? Push it over to the side. So I think this is a pattern. Finished size, gather supplies, knitted cushion cover, large rose. I do like the look of the roses, but I could give it to my daughter to make those roses. Might do that. So I put that in there. Look at these. These look like doll's clothes. How cute. Doll World. Might have to pass these on to someone for their dolls. Although you could put them on a page or a cover of a journal, couldn't you? It's really sweet. Oh, that is gorgeous. Is that a bonnet? That is really, really cute. And there's the 2 rocking horses. That'd be alright for a doll's house too. Passed my doll's house on to my daughter to do up sometime. And there's some wool here. It looks like wool, unless it's doll's. It might be doll's hair. I get creeped out by this sort of thing. I don't know what I'd do. I mean, you could use it. I probably wouldn't, though. Ooh. Hair colour swatches. Sylvania Park hair. Fancy. I'm quite excited by these though. Look, they're full of punched flowers. So I can put those flowers with my other punched flowers and then, yeah, like I said, reuse these containers and they look pretty like whole containers. This one's double-sided. Let's put that. And then we've got this. Well, some of these being made up. Taking away half my work. Look at that. A little rolled rose one. Oh, nice. I like these little surprises. Oh, that, yeah, so as I said, it's pretty well worth it for these containers. So very happy about that. Now the last thing, which I thought I'd share with you, I will get up my sorting plate. Yes, she did it again. A jar of buttons that I don't need. They had 2 of these jars and they're a bit expensive for this really cheap shop, but they're obviously very vintage. And I was looking in them and there's all these rusted buttons and pins and all sorts of horrible, dirty, rusty stuff. But, you know, us junk journalists tend to be magnetised towards that sort of stuff, see. It just looks like a whole lot of rubbish, actually. So I had to get it. So I'll do the tip. And we'll see what horrible surprises are in here. That's interesting. Don't know what that come off. It is a button, but it's like got this felt underneath. Very old. And this sort of star button, it's like brass or something. Very old. That'll be fun to use. buckle. There's even something like this. I love this. Gift tape. Don't know why I'm putting them away because it's not all going to go. Oh, look, a stick. A marble. What is that? Checkers piece, I think. Oh, I like that. It's got a leaf on it. But see, it's got all this, like, that's an old earring thing. An old pin. Machine needle. You've got to be careful. A hair clip. That could go in the bin. Purple button. That's a dispenser of some sort. Must have dispensed things that were really, really little. That looks like an eraser. That's now a rock. That can go in the bin. Nice staples. They're really thick ones. Don't know why I bought this, but look, there's an elephant. Clip off some pants. Oh, it's a little plastic pig. I'll use that though. I'm not sure. I think that is a bean seed. I think it is an almost fossilized bean seed. I think that can go on the bin. Oh, there's another one. Oh, hang on. Maybe they were no, they don't have holes in them. They've given me bean seeds. Maybe someone was using them for, oh, I don't know. That looks like a rubber that's fossilized into rock with a pin in it. They must have just got this big tin full of all this rubbish and they put it into 2 jars because there was another one there. I quite like that. Wheel off of some car or something. Is that cufflink maybe? Thing? Oh, look. Elephants. Quite like that though. That sort of thing. Finest flints. It's a flint dispenser. Is that a flint in there still? I don't know. At least I know what they are now. That's nice and old. So none of it's the nicest, but it's very interesting. Cloth pattern. Can't get over these beans that I keep finding. That can go. A bit of plastic. What's that? Druids. The Druids Australia. That's quite nice. Michael Potter. Oh. A few pins. That's nice. It looks like an eye. Let's hunt through and see if I can find anything that I think's interesting. Oh, pen nib. That'll get some use. Actually, I want one of them for my current project. I'll put that to the side. Okay, probably use it too. Like that. That's nice. That's an interesting one. It's a poodle. It's like a tire off of something, I think. Okay, so all in all, I don't think that this was really worth what I paid for it, although there's a fair few buttons, and vintage buttons are going up in price. I definitely use the bulk of what is here for sure. And there were some little interesting bits, nothing too wonderful though. But that was a bit of fun. So I really enjoyed that haul. I hope you enjoyed looking at it with me too. Take care of yourselves, be good, and I will see you again soon. Bye.